Hi, I'm Anita Burns. Welcome to the Open Mind Show. This series is called the Johar and Simon series. Johar and Simon are light beings who've been channeling through me now for many, many years. I go into a complete trance state when I am channeling, and so I have no consciousness about what is being said or done. I hope you enjoy this series. You can find out more information about Johar and Simon on my website, channelingjohar.com. and more about me on my website, anitaburns.info. Thank you. Namaste. Good evening. Tonight we would like to begin your true work. And first of all, though, we need to say something about the process and why we are approaching it this way. Many of you here are veterans of metaphysical studies, and yet you are still not at the place where you wish to be. That is because you are still expecting something to work on you from the outside, to push the magic buttons, to plant the magic beans so the beanstalk goes up into the sky. We will be helping you to take the next step by allowing you to work from the inside out. So first of all, we would like you to put your feet flat on the floor. In fact, if you wish to sit on the floor or lie on the floor, that is all right too. If you are wearing a watch, please remove it. If you are wearing glasses, please remove it. If you have high heels, tight belts, in other words, be as comfortable as you possibly can without being naked. And although that would be perfectly fine for us, because we do not experience you in the way that you experience each other, perhaps it may create some difficulty in the class. So please keep your clothing on. And we also understand that the lights are bright, and so just as you close your eyes, imagine that the light is a wonderful spring sunshine. Yes. For a moment, just allow your body to loosen, to release itself from the world, to relax. So many of your muscles are held tightly during the day, the stomach, and the throat, and the forehead, and the shoulders. All of your little thoughts and emotions go plummeting into those muscles, and those muscles have a habit of holding on to stress and tension. And you understand that you are a body that is created and held together by electrical and magnetic forces. And there are certain things you can do with your body to allow your mind to open more to your spiritual self, to the greater cosmic universal consciousness. And one thing that we will guide you to do right at this moment is to take the tip of your tongue and point it straight up to the top of the roof of your mouth. This creates a circuit of energy that helps the mind to focus, that helps the chaos inside of your heads to relax a little, and to focus in your mind's eye to that place in your body where the third eye comes out between your eyebrows, above your nose bridge. Focus your inner sight there and keep the tongue at the roof of the mouth and relax the jaw. And bring your awareness to be aware of the top of your head, not just your scalp or hair, but that which is radiating out of the top of your scalp, the top of your head from the crown chakra, like a fountain. Like a blossoming flower, radiating. And be aware of your forehead. And release those muscles. And we are going to come along and touch you to help the process. Beginning here. Yes. Easily, softly, nourishing every cell. And be aware of your eyes looking through your third eye into the brightness of the universe. And be aware of your jaw and your cheeks and your throat and your neck and your shoulders and your chest. Releasing the energy that is trapped in your cells to become luminous beings, and down your abdomen and back, inside your body, your organs, stomach, hips, thighs, calves, ankles and feet. Now going deep inside your body again, experience every joint, shoulders, elbows, hips, knees. So much energy is trapped in the joints. Release it into yourself. And then move your mind, move your attention to the center of your brain. Deep within, there is a cave, and that cave holds a brilliant blue pearl. Be in the cave with the blue pearl. See it, feel it, know that you are there with it. It is there. Move that blue pearl outward through the third eye to the front of your body and put your consciousness in that pearl. Be in the pearl. Be the pearl. Be in the pearl, looking back at your body. Yes. And you see your body not as the physical flesh, but as the radiant being that you are. And from this vantage point, all things are possible for you. All things are possible. You can have or do anything you want. But what you want is different from what you thought you wanted. You have clarity, and all the pettiness and the little things of life are more in perspective, because you are now deriving your energy from your greater self. And return here, now, keeping a part of yourself still in that blue pearl. Allow enough of you to return to function in that body, in this place now. My, how different you all look now. So much more radiant. Having broken some bonds. We could even hear them breaking like guitar strings going boing. Ah, yes. And although we could also see that some of you had minds that were still going around and around and around and around, you all made such a wonderful effort to keep bringing your awareness back to what you were doing. And we would ask you to do this every morning or every evening. Preferably every evening before you go to sleep. This is a process that will purify your body, your mind, and your spirit. And each in your individual way will progress along the path that you indicated that you would like to do. But this is only the beginning. For everything that you understand about life, about the world, about reality, is false. There is nothing but the one. And you are simply fragments of the one. Now those are simply words for you, and you're all making sense of it according to how you make sense of things. And we are here to say, let go of making sense. If you find yourself in these next processes saying, what does this mean? Using words in your head, focusing, asking questions in your head, we want you to take those things out of your head and put them in a bucket. And kick the bucket. Only when you can get your brain out of the way can you have the openness and clarity that you have asked us to help you get. But we cannot go and open your head and put this wire here and this wire here and this wire here so that you stop trying to make sense of the world according to the way you were told you were supposed to. You were told you were supposed to make sense of the world by people who have no idea what the world is about. So we are asking you to embrace nonsense. Embrace nothingness. Many of you were raised in a religious setting where God was out there making judgments about whether you are good or whether you are bad, according to whom? Yes. Whether you were following the rules according to whoever. The priest, the pope, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever. All of those rules were created by humans for human purposes. You have all come here because you are ready to take the step from being human to being God-human. Do you know the difference? Mm-hmm. Yes. And for that, you must rip from your psyche those things that you have held sacred, so that the clear light of truth can enter your heart and you can know there is nothing but love, there is nothing but kindness, there is nothing but light. Darkness and evil exist, but they are only a result of the absence of knowledge. But we digress. Personally, and when you are in that space of absolute clarity, past, present, and future open to you like a book. When you are in that space of absolute clarity, you can look through walls if you wish. Spirits are as your neighbor, if you wish. Or you may be all alone in the light, if you wish. You are the master of your universe. But you can only be the master of your universe when your heart is pure. When your heart is there and says to you, I am only here for good. That is my only purpose, is to lift everything. As you raise your consciousness, as you raise yourself, as you purify your heart, everyone else benefits. Because everything is energy. There is no you or you or you or you or you, except in the very blip of a second in cosmic time. The way we experience time, the way we experience reality, you are here, you are gone, you are here, you are gone, you are here, you are gone, you are here, you are gone. You are born, you grow by creating new cells in your body, and those cells begin to lose vitality and energy and shrivel, and you leave that body, and that body returns or is supposed to return to the earth. But the way your scientists have now held on to physical life as being the only reality, you are preserved forever. For what purpose? For what purpose? Many of you could go to a graveyard in Europe or Asia and walk on your own graves many times over. Would that be fun to do? Some of you can go into museums in Europe and see portraits and say, oh, that is me. Yes, it is possible. Because it is even useful, because then it gives you more of a reality of your immortality. You do not start your life at birth with your first physical breath and end your life with your last physical breath. Why do you live your life in such a prison, thinking only of the problems you have of the day? Oh, what do I have for dinner? Oh, so-and-so doesn't like me. I'm devastated. I don't like what so-and-so is doing, but oh, I couldn't say anything. I'm miserable in my relationship, but I'm afraid to be alone. This is not you speaking and feeling. This is your body speaking and feeling. When you move beyond those things, love connects you to everyone. You are never alone. You are always filled with joy and love. And unless you have a karmic reason to have a disease or an ailment of some kind, and there are many reasons why people choose these things, you have the ability to completely channel through your body the universal force of energy and heal. There are already processes in place to allow you to have some of that. Are there not? There are things from Asia, Qigong, no? Tai Chi. There is also Reiki, Rehutek, pranic healing, yoga, all sorts of things that allow you some of that. But unless you have ripped away that ego mind and that sense of aloneness and separation, you can never use it fully and completely. But at least it is there for you in some capacity to show you there is something. So tonight you have had a taste. You have had a taste of moving inside and experiencing your true self outside. This we saw was difficult for some of you. This is why we are asking you to practice that. Yes. And understand that after you have cracked your cosmic egg, so to speak, and we will say that some of you are like just little eggs that if we dropped it, it would break apart and all would be wonderful. Others of you are like coconuts. Holding on to that sense of separation because it is the only thing you know that allows you to think you are in control of your own life. But you will never be in control of your own life unless you let go of that control. Fear is the only thing that holds you imprisoned. And we are going to ask you to adopt the what the fuck attitude. Can we say that on camera? It is a perfectly good expression. We are not Puritans. It is a perfectly good expression because it says what it means. So what? So what? The only thing worth going for is joy. Nothing else is worth bothering with. If you find yourself in a situation, have the bravery to be true to yourself and resolve it. Also, know that when you have cracked your cosmic egg, there's none of this sense of lack or out of control. If you need something from the universe, you notice we said need not want, it is there for you. But it is only there for you when you are living out of your true self. So, we would ask you to just examine your heart, because you all know. But it comes up and it hits a wall. And you go, I don't know, because I have to have evidence. You don't have to have evidence, because if you just let it come out, you are all here at a point in your life where it will be accurate. Now, some of you have to have assurance, because this is simply the way your personality is, needing assurance before you make a statement. This is not a bad thing. In the world, it is not a useful thing when you are opening. This is fluid. And the what the statement we made before means just saying it and being unconcerned about whether or not it is right or wrong. And you have all at least given it a shot.
So we just make it up as we go.
Because it is that way.
How can we release that karma? It seems like that's something that we need to...
You don't have to release karma. You see, that is another misconception. You do not have to release karma. Karma will release itself.
So we just let it be, and it happens.
Yes. When you are a child, you have certain toys that you're very attracted to, very attached to. Correct?
Yeah.
You don't have to release them. Just by the process of growing, you look at them differently, and you no longer need them. That is the way it goes. When you are no longer need your karma, it will simply dissipate.